I know growing up, I mean, we were horror fans, and Final Destination always had an allure to it because of its novelty
Yeah.
and kind of being like a. There's no villain, but you still get the chaotic and gory kills.
Yeah.
So like, I really liked 1 and 2 as a kid. Vaguely remember 3. Like 3 was like pretty decent. I think that was like the roller coaster ride one.
Yeah, I think you're right. I was just thinking of that.
And then I don't think I saw 4. That one's like there's like a bus on a bridge. I don't think I saw it. I think I've seen people review it,
Yeah.
but never checked it out. So obviously my interest in the series started to wane
Yeah.
because it I think it seemed to get further disconnected from the original, which is, I mean, you can't keep,
Just redoing the same thing.
and not even that, but there can be a little bit of like, okay, you're just like you're milking nostalgia.
Yeah.
But there has been a long enough like layover
Mm-hmm.
between 4 and Bloodlines, which is about 14 years, that now you can kind of pick the nostalgia berries a bit.
Well, yeah. It's almost like, okay, good. Like for a while there, they were coming out. It's like, oh man, not another one. But now it's like, to me personally anyway, and probably because other people didn't see maybe past the 3rd installment, that it's like, okay, yeah, I'm ready for, so after a period of time, I think, you're ready for it to come back, or, a new update or different imagining of this classic series, I'd say.
Yeah. No, I think it stands amongst the French horror franchises.
Yeah.
It's probably like B tier. It's not A list. It's not like even though Friday the 13th has way more misses than hits.
Yeah.
And even its hits aren't hits.
Wait, what's the name of the series? I just had a mental block. What's
Jason? I mean, Friday the
No.
The Final Destination.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry.
And part of that is because it doesn't have a face.
That's a good point. Yeah, it does. So, yeah, you're right. It's just fate.
So it's much easier to... It's just all you need is a group of people. You stage a catastrophe that they survive, and then... And this one kind of flips it a little bit in that it's Bloodlines because the premonition, which if you're familiar at all with the series, you already know this, but I'll explain it for those who are maybe new to the series. Maybe this is the first one you get to watch in theaters,
Yeah.
Generally, like the first one was on an airplane, and this kid saw the plane crashing, so he freaks the fuck out and gets off the plane, which I think is fairly natural. I mean,
Yeah, if you had a super, really, yeah.
Well, some people on airplanes, some people get really nervous before the thing takes off.
Yeah.
Because you think
No, but if you create
crash.
enough of a kerfuffle, they'll throw you off.
Yeah, you definitely, before it takes off,
Yeah. They're not in the mood.
Yeah, you gotta calm your shit, for sure. And anywho, because it had disrupted Death's plan, Death wants to systematically kill them in the order they would have died in the plane crash.
Yeah.
Which you think would have been like boom, 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 boom. But the way this guy saw it in the premonition, it's Death takes his time and has some fun.
Yeah.
With the way one of the doors opens and someone gets sucked out, and then, the explosion kills someone and something hits someone else in the head. It's like all of the things are Rube Goldberg machines.
Yeah.
Of death.
Yeah.
With this, the main girl is in college, and she has a premonition, which you think at the beginning, because it starts with premonition, you think, oh, we're going back in time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the novelty of this episode. It's the granddaughter is having the dream of her grandmother's premonition. and the family had estranged from the mother because she was abusive because she was always trying to protect them from Death's plan.
Yeah.
She connects with her, thinks she's crazy, and then, like, the grandmother's like, all right, sometimes seeing is believing. She knows that, like, if she steps off of her front porch, Death's gonna fucking take her out, and Death does.
Okay.
You come to learn that grandmother's heroic stopping of this huge catastrophe basically sets in line all the movies, because it's the offspring of all those survivors weren't meant to live. So Death has to kill them and all of their kids because they weren't supposed to exist.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they don't, like, implicitly say it, but you can see in the grandmother's notes that there's, like... So, you know the one guy in the morgue who plays Candyman, who was in...
Oh, Tony Todd,
movies?
yeah.
He was the little kid in the initial building that got saved by this grandmother.
Okay.
And he would have been the last one to die.
Yeah.
In that catastrophe. So, as long as she's alive and her family's alive, he can't die. But now he just learned of her death, so he's like...
He's next.
He's like, I know my time's coming, I'm just going to enjoy my life so long as I can. It was really badass because the actor's, like, really old now. Clearly old. And it's a cool way to kind of send off this no-name character that had a huge impact on this series.
Yeah.
And he's a horror legend, for being Candyman. But there's homage to the log scene, which I'm sure you're familiar with. And then on top of that, really cool deaths. And there's one of the characters is pretty funny. So just a good mixture of all the things that the series has done well over its many films. That being creative, big catastrophes, the good kills that it had previously, finds a way to spin it. It makes it fresh in that it's like, hey, it's not my premonition, it's hers, and that's how and it gives lore to how the series kind of became a thing.
Right.
So, I'm with it. I gave it a 3, despite, I know I just talked about all the good things, just because it's like...
I want to see it.
You would like it. It's a...
There's something,
strong 3.
Yeah. Sometimes a rating system's so difficult to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes, it's not a great movie, but I liked it. Or whatever, there's just...
Yeah.
It's more complicated than just a pure...
rating.
I liked it this much, or I hated it, I loved it. And there's different types of movies, so it's hard to... This one, it's like, it's like going to, like, a chain restaurant, but a good chain. And it's like, look, I know what they have.
Yeah.
But, I think I'm really kind of in the mood for that.
Yeah. If you're a fan of the franchise, you're not going to be disappointed. Is it going to attract new blood?
I think.
Probably, yeah.
I
just don't know if they're going to be as obsessed with it as us who saw the original when it came out.
Well, no, you can't. You can never go back home.
It's the novelty of it being done the first time, I guess.
Yeah. The best scene I've ever from any of those ones, and I don't know, I think it maybe was 2, I'm not sure, but they're on a subway in New York. I don't know if you remember or not, but they're there and then they see somebody else from back in high school. It's like, what are you doing? It's like out of the blue. And then it starts, it doesn't do anything, but you could see that there's a problem with the subway, that it's going to crash or something like that. That scene is I really liked it a lot. It was very well done. And I think it's the ending of 2.
Oh,
so
okay.
If you ever just wanted to see that scene, it's not very long, but yeah.
Because the ending, you always think, oh, we're safe,
yes,
we made
yes.
it, and then not so fast, my friend.
Right.
Lee Corso. Yeah. I don't even remember that.
I remember it I thought it was a good ending.
My favorites are always the kills. So
yeah.
The log, scene is tremendous. The tanning bed one is also amazing. That's I've gone in tanning beds afterwards, but that's always something. I always push up and make sure I'm not gonna get fucking locked in it.
This opens right. Well, mostly it's been known to lock up and crawl out.
Unsung hero is one of the. This was in 3. There's a football player, and he's lifting very violently, and you keep thinking, because as they always do this, there's like 3 different ways they could die.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, okay, something's gonna happen. You don't expect it at all. He slams it. It ends up breaking the sabers that are above it to fall, and it slices the cable. So he has it lifted all the way up, and the weights swing and smash his head.
Oh man,
it's so cool because you don't expect it, and it's so shocking.
Yeah,
that it happens that way.
Well, they do that. They keep you. It's like how
Yeah.
There was that one where it's a big plate glass falls on this.
Yes.
He was in a dentist office, and so he was almost choked.
Yeah.
He almost got electrocuted, and then he makes it out, and it seems like everything's okay. And then it just comes and smashes him to death.
Yeah.
It just crushes him.
Which that one's just cool because it kind of fulfills like a dark, like a morbid curiosity of like, what would happen
if that plate glass
that fell on someone right now?
Would it crush like an accordion, or you just splat?
I don't. Maybe that would happen. I don't know.
I don't know what would happen.
How fucking heavy is plate glass?
This one looked heavy.
It did.
It depends how thick it is.
Yeah.
Or what kind of glasses is it? I don't know.
Because he went from 5'6" to a centimeter tall.
Yeah, he just crushed completely.
Blink of an eye.
Obliterated him.
And also the other OG good one, and this is from 2, so it's not real OG, is the chick in the elevator who gets decapitated.
Yeah.
Because they're like, there's a guy with a claw hand, and she's like, looks, and the guy behind her has a basket full of claw hands.
Oh, yeah.
So she thinks he's going to kill her, and it gets stuck on her hair, and she's trying to get out of the elevator, and this guy's trying to help her, and she gets... There's also... there's no way an elevator could do that. You worked for an elevator company.
Yeah, well, obviously things, they stretch the physics a little bit.
The elevator would have to free fall.
To cut it, yeah.
To cut someone in half.
If it just kept slowly inching down, it would just rip your head off. So the force is so incredible.
I guess so. But there's so many fail-safes that it wouldn't, if there was resistance, wouldn't it just stop?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the scene that...
I still like it.
Yeah.
Like, her body is in the elevator, and she's trying to climb onto the floor that everyone's on.
Yeah.
And they're pulling her, and her hair's stuck, so she can't fully get out, and the thing just separates her. Yeah. Well, let us know your favorite of the series. Is 4 worth checking out? I'm probably going to watch it just because.
I like them.
I like them too. I just haven't seen 4.
There's one, maybe I've seen 4. It had something, I don't know.
4 is at a NASCAR race, is how it starts.
Oh.
And it ends on a bridge. Not to spoil anything.
I don't think that gives a whole lot away.
Yeah.
You see her dog is wearing a new hairdo?
She's a Russian. She's got her babushka
She's got a babushka on. Sorry, folks. We're playing with our dog's bandana on. Made her look a little more interesting than she normally is.
All dogs don bandanas.
True.
And either spiritually or physically. Yep, but thank you for joining us. And
thank you, folks.
Catch you on the Flippity Flip.